What's up, YouTube family? I'm Carl Fisher. This is Make It Custom, and we are working on the Model A again today. This is the Model A firewall. In the last couple of videos, we've been working on the front section of this cowl. It's a 1931 Model A, and in this video, we are gonna do 3D pattern making. What that is when we're trying to metal shape a piece, we need to make a pattern. We built a wire buck for this distributor cove and transmission tunnel. Here's the wire buck right here. We covered that in the video as well, so check that out. It's linked below. So this wire buck is gonna be the shape that we're gonna take our pattern from. Now, 3D pattern making for me is a process I'd use paper for. So what I'm gonna use is this really thin paper I like from Home Depot. Here it is right here. The idea is to take this on, trim this a little bit. I'm gonna do it in sections, one piece here, one piece here, one piece from the top. Just kind of guessing on this line right here, right now, just so that my paper makes it a little bit closer. It's pretty good, but we can get a little closer. I sometimes use magnets to help hold the paper when I'm cutting it. Okay, that's close enough for now. Trim a little bit of the excess off here. Make it a little easier. So I do want to be able to pull this tight. Get as accurate of a pattern as possible. We want everything to be pulled pretty tight. Okay, so here's the cool part. With the 3D pattern, I'm gonna make little wrinkles in it and tape those wrinkles together. And what that's gonna do is shrink the actual paper around the round curves and the compound curves in this buck. When I try and pull this tight, all these wrinkles happen, right? So what I wanna do is I wanna make a few little wrinkles in it. These little wrinkles are going to represent where it needs to be shrunk. Now that the edges are all tight, and the wrinkles have been put into the back of this pattern, what I'm gonna do is use soapstone to mark out where the wire is, to mark the actual edge. So let me just grab a chunk of soapstone. Okay, here we go. This is a little trick just to get a nice edge. So right here is the wire buck edge. We're tight around it. Just use the edge of soapstone and I just run it right across that edge. I'll even run it on a couple of these so that you can really see how well it marks exactly where a piece of wire is. So because this is our wire edge and the end of our panel, when I undo this, you'll be able to see that's exactly where I want to cut. I forgot to tape this wrinkle right here. I want to mark this as well. Okay, here's our pattern. We've got our wrinkles in there. We know how deep that shrink needs to be. And I've got nice marks for me to trim it all the way around to the exact size. It's all done. Let's see if it's perfect on here. Now I can flatten it out and transfer it to sheet metal. All right, now I got the paper patterns taken off of our buck, and I've cut with my scissors right on each wrinkle so that now the piece of paper can be flat again. And if you come take a look here, you can actually see exactly how much shrink each panel needs. So I've got a few deep shrinks here and then some smaller shrinks that need to happen here. So that's my stack of shrinking that it's gonna take to make this piece. This next piece, it's got no shape. There's no wrinkles in it. The paper told me that. I mean, I knew it already, but if you look at it on the buck, it might be obvious to some of you, but some of you not. There is no shape in this piece, so it just needs form. It's got a little bit deeper of a radius here than it has here, so we'll have to form it as such. Now, the final bottom piece, that's not gonna take very much shrinking because you can see it's a shallower curve on the buck. It's translated to a shallower shrink that's gonna need to happen here. There's only 3 smaller shrinks that it's gonna take to make that piece. That's it for Pattern Making 101. You can get a lot more complicated than this, but these are pretty basic curves and pretty basic patterns. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you click notifications, subscribe to the channel if you found it valuable. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. The next step is gonna be actually making these panels on the power hammer, the bead roller, the English wheel. Make sure you hit us up for the next video. Everybody have a great day.